And the fall season of Binghamton's Restaurant Week begins next week, and officials gathered at Spice of India to announce details regarding the event. The event starts on October 15th and will go until the 24th. It will feature lunch and dinner deals at 23 locally owned Binghamton restaurants. Throughout the 10-day promotion, patrons at the participating restaurants will be treated to 3-course meals with multiple options for each course. CEO of the Broome County Urban League, Jennifer Lesko, spoke about how Restaurant Week helps local restaurants while also allowing people not from the area to see Binghamton.
So not only do people have the opportunity to come within the city of Binghamton, what a great economic push for our locally owned restaurants, but people also get a chance to see what a great city we have and all the things that are happening.
A percentage of the meals purchased will also go towards a charity. In spring, the Broome County Urban League were the charity sponsor, and they received over $5,000. For the fall, the charity partner is Mercy House of the Southern Tier. If you're interested in learning more about Restaurant Week, you can visit our website at wbng.com.